Okay, let's go.
Carnival's adult-only Serenity space is supposed to be peaceful and quiet, but some guests say it's more like Señor Frogs on spring break.
A dramatic 4:30 a.m. rescue by the Coast Guard on board the Carnival Sunshine.
Royal Caribbean is adding a new fee that's sure to tick off cruisers.
Virgin Voyages just debuted its stunning new ship, the Brilliant Lady, in New York.
Feel-good story of the week, Holland America steps in to save 2 sailors at sea. It's been a wild couple of days in cruising. Let's dive in. Welcome to Gen X Cruise Life. If you refuse to call Star Wars A New Hope, then this is the cruise channel for you. Don't forget to crush that like and subscribe button and stick around to the end because we've got details about our brand new contest for Amazon Essentials starting this Saturday.
Picture this, you've left the noisy pool deck behind. No kids, no cannonball competitions, just you and a good book.
And then bam, some guy's yelling over the jacuzzi bubbles about how he totally crushed the buffet.
Ah yes, nothing says serenity like drunken karaoke at 2 p.m.
One passenger got so fed up that he reached out to John Heald, the brand ambassador, and said, hey, how about some quiet signs in the Serenity space so that people know to keep it down?
And apparently thousands of people agreed. 4,900 people voted for more quiet.
But nearly 4,000 people disagreed and said, just leave it the way it is.
So basically, it's a quiet war at sea.
Carnival did try to cut back on the noise recently by banning Bluetooth speakers out on the deck. But let's be real, loud voices don't come with an off switch.
Unless you count the margarita-induced nap that comes afterwards.
All right, I've got opinions on this. But this is public service for Carnival. And here you go, Carnival, a little gift from me to you. The fact that you're a little non-committal about putting up signs kind of tells me in my life experience that if you put up a sign, you got to enforce it. And maybe you've got bigger fish to fry, I don't know. But one thing I do know is that you've got to have a place on the ship that people can go to for peace and quiet. A lot of people are going to say, hey, there's 2 sides to this story. I can kind of see it both ways. But there isn't. There's only one side of this story, and that's that you can go through this whole ship and you can be loud. You can whoop it up at the shuffleboard if you want. And people are loud around the pool. You've got this whole ship to be loud. You've got to give a place to people that they can go and have some peace and quiet. And what better place to do that than a place you've already named the Serenity space? You're welcome. What do you think?
Well, we know this isn't just a problem on Carnival. We've been on Royal Caribbean. They have a place called the Solarium, and that's supposed to be an adult-only space. It's supposed to be quiet. And we see on the Facebook groups all the time, people are complaining about how there's teenagers in the solarium, it's loud, they've got music playing. So this isn't just an issue just with Carnival. I think it's across several different cruise lines that may have younger adults.
Right. I don't think it's a company-wide problem with Carnival too. I think if you leave Europe on a Carnival ship, you're going to have a very different experience than if you leave Long Beach, California on a 3-day to Mexico.
Right.
Right? It just depends.
Right,
so
right.
We're not here to bash Carnival. There's been a lot of stories lately about Carnival, and that's not what we're here to do, but there are a few problems.
It's a great cruise line, and a lot of the people that watch this channel love Carnival. So we're not bashing Carnival. It's a problem amongst a lot of different ships. You're not going to find this on Holland America. This is not a problem there.
Right.
What do you guys think? Should Carnival enforce the quiet space at the Serenity, or should they just let it be helter-skelter? From loud guests to late-night drama, we're heading over to the Carnival Sunshine for a story that's anything but relaxing.
Carnival Sunshine passengers had quite a wake-up call at 4:30 a.m. when a fellow guest needed an emergency evacuation by the U.S. Coast Guard.
The rescue forced the ship to delay its arrival at Bermuda by an entire day. Definitely not what they planned.
Guests even shared dramatic video of the helicopter swooping in under the cover of darkness.
And this isn't even the first rescue off the Sunshine, just showing you how critical the Coast Guard team is.
Yeah, huge shout out to the crew and the first responders that kept everybody safe.
Have you ever seen a rescue at sea? Leave us a comment below. We love to hear your stories.
All right, let's shift gears from life-saving drama to wallet-draining drama.
Royal Caribbean just announced a brand new fee, and it's for not eating dinner.
So basically, you'll pay for your meal and you'll pay for it if you don't show up.
Yep, the cruise line is saying too many people are making reservations at their favorite restaurants and then ghosting them, leaving other guests hungry and out of luck.
Royal Caribbean hasn't released an exact amount that they're going to charge you yet, but if you've ever missed a meal or a reservation in the real world, you know that it can get pricey. So Suzanne, what do you think of this?
Well, I think this is going to incentivize people to release their reservations in a timely manner and allow other people that really do want to eat in the specialty restaurant a chance to do so.
Yeah, it's not fair. I mean, if you've tried to book and it says it's full and you know people don't show up, it's just not fair, especially if you're there, in our case, for an anniversary or a birthday, you want to do something special and you can't because people book these things up. Sometimes you get on the ship and you look at the app 5 minutes after you got there and everything's booked and you know it's not true. We've had this as a tip before. You get on these ships, there's something you want to do, just go. Just show up. 9 times out of 10 you're going to get in anyway.
But it's different with the specialty dining because you don't want to miss out getting a good table and starting eating on time at the main dining room.
Right.
You don't want to sit around at a specialty restaurant seeing if a spot opens up.
Right. And it's not the Aqua Theater or the main theater on the Royal Caribbean ships.
Where you know the show is going to start at a certain time, and if you don't get a seat, you don't get a seat.
Right. And it's a lot bigger in those areas, whereas the specialty dining's small. So if you hear that it's full, you're just going to assume it's actually full. So I think this is fantastic. Well, we want to know what you guys think. So,
Leave us
you know
a
the
comment.
drill. Leave us a comment.
Okay, enough about the fees. Let's talk about something beautiful. Virgin Voyages just debuted its brand new ship in New York. Sir Richard Branson was there to greet her, along with a pub choir singing Queen's Don't Stop Me Now.
Talk about setting the vibe. You know this ship is going to bring the party.
Brilliant Lady kicks off her mermaiden voyages this week with stops in Bermuda, Miami, LA, and even Alaska in 2026.
Alaska with Virgin Voyages, that's going to be a wild contrast. Bikinis and glaciers.
Would you cruise Virgin to Alaska? Drop us a comment or a glacier emoji in the comments.
And now let's jump to a heartwarming story about a cruise ship stepping in to help in an emergency.
Holland America Zutterdam came to the rescue of 2 sailors whose ship sunk off the east coast of the United States.
The cruise ship sheltered the sailors until the Coast Guard could arrive. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and the rescue didn't delay the ship's itinerary. It was a win-win.
Big kudos to the Zutterdam team for stepping in and helping out.
It's a nice feeling to know that these ships can jump in and help out like this.
Well, we do see the rescues from time to time, people leaving in those small craft from Cuba.
Right.
And then they get stuck out at sea, and then the cruise ships have to go fish them out.
Right. And then you can add this to your cruise story too. You can say, well, then we went to this port, and then on the way to this port, we went ahead and stopped and rescued a couple of guys, and then we just cruised on. What? You rescued a couple of guys? Yeah, We have a brand new video coming out this Saturday with all of the details about our new Amazon Fall Essentials giveaway.
All you got to do is watch the video and drop us a comment, and you'll be entered to win.
Like and subscribe and book a cruise because you deserve it. So Carnival doesn't just have a problem with Serenity being too loud, they also have a problem with illegal gambling. And if you want to watch that story, it's coming up right now.